Okay, so I am answering a question that someone asked my brother about why our, um, I call it ekupitar. I don't really say black because black is considered civiliter mortuus in Black's Law Dictionary. That is dead concerning the law, and the color has no inheritance if you are considered a color. So that's another story, that's another topic. However, I'm going to say that the question was, why is it that quote unquote black women are depicted as masculine, more masculine than any other nationality of women? And there are so many different scenarios I can use. However, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to start home first. And that is when you have the men and the women, the husband and the wife, the man operates has to operate in his capacity and his masculinity, in the full capacity of his masculinity, his masculine energy. And when a man operates in the full capacity of his masculinity, the woman, no matter how hard she is, she can't help but to succumb to his masculinity. She operates in her full capacity of her feminine energy when the man is operating in his full capacity of his masculine energy. I have experienced, well, just like people say, well, the woman is the father and the mother when there's no man present, and she's operating, she has a dual role. So her masculine side is there and the feminine side is there. When the man can be present, but he's not operating in his full capacity, in the full capacity of his masculinity. Even though he's present, she still has to operate in her dual role. However, when the man is present and operating in that full capacity of his masculine energy, then she can relax, and then her feminine side can dominate naturally, because the man is operating in her in his masculinity. She can't help but to succumb to it. And this is energy, and this is real. It doesn't matter how tough a woman is. When a strong masculine man comes around, she becomes very, very feminine. She can't help it because he's so masculine, and that's just the way it works. It's the way the universe works. It's the way the energy works. I've known women, I've known women who were strippers. I know guys who wanted the woman that he saw stripping. He wanted her. And she had a gay relationship with another girl. But once that man said, I want you, in his masculine energy and that full capacity, he wanted her and he got her, because it was his masculine energy that made her succumb to that. Even though she had a gay lover, she left her for the man because his masculine energy said, I want you and I'm going to have you, and no other woman is going to stop me from having you. But that masculinity is what won her over. And I'm just saying, I give you that scenario because it's true. And I know a guy who actually did that with a female. So your masculine energy has to be there. If you're a man and you're constantly arguing with women all the time, you're not allowing them to be feminine. Women are feminine, they're emotional. Men are emotional too, but they like to express themselves a whole lot. But if you don't allow her to express herself and be feminine around you, then she's in that fight or flight mode if it's happening continuously, if she can't express herself. And if she's always having to defend herself, and she's always having to do things for herself, and she's always having to take care of everything, she's always having to shop, she has to take care of the babies, she have to teach them, she have to feed them, she have to clothe them, she have to go to the school, she have to go to the PTA meetings, she have to always be the one, the leader in the family. If she's always being that one in that leadership role, then she's going to be a little tougher. I mean, she's going to be a little tougher. I don't think she intends to be, but I just think that's just the way that duality works when there's no masculine energy around. So that's just one scenario. And that's why a lot of women like us, seems that we are, but we are not. We're just some of us are just alone, standing alone. Even if the man is there, he's not operating his full capacity. So, and he needs to do that instead of arguing with women all the time, fighting with women all the time, always want to be up in a woman's face like you. It's like, which role are you playing? Because I'm just respectfully saying, we have your babies. We carry your babies. We have breasts. These are for you to play with. We're here for you to enjoy one another. But instead of you enjoying me as the feminine woman that I am, the enjoying me, my femininity, and the cookies that I'm making for you, and the food that I prepare for you out of love, and instead of you enjoying me and enjoying my femininity, you yell at me, you argue with me, you always, you have an attitude and things like that. You're taking away the feminine side, or you're trying to making me suppress my femininity. That's what I choose to be. No matter how much I fight to be feminine with you, if you continue fight me, then you take me out of that feminine mode. And these things happen. We all have fight or flight characteristics. Everything does on this earth. Everything does. It's always a remedy for everything. And that fight or flight is one. A mosquito has a fight or flight. A turtle has a fight or flight. A puppy has a fight or flight. Every creature has a fight or flight. And the woman's fight or flight mode is to balance out what the man is not giving. And that's my answer for that part. And then also we have the oppositions outside of us as a family unit as a whole, using the divide and conquer way of doing things with the family. There was a time where the man was just working and the woman was at home and she was homeschooling the babies. Now the woman is working, the dad is working, the babies are latchkey kids and everything like that. And now the woman is, she's quote unquote independent because of the feminine movement. It was basically to separate the family. Because we have very strong family bonds. It's very strong. So the divide and conquer is to make us look like we're not good enough for one another. The man is not good enough for you. You're not good enough for him. You're working too much. I'm not getting enough attention. And then we start to go back and forth with one another. Or I'm making more money than you now. Or you're working so hard now. But then you can't claim me as a dependent on your taxes. Why not? You're working, you're the man, you're the God of this family, and you can't claim your wife as a dependent. So now the feminine movement was to move me out the house and get me to working. So now I'm making just as much money as you, and then it gets us bumping heads. for one reason or the other. It's just man and woman's nature, I guess. And we're fighting one another, breaking up the family. If you can divide us, then you can conquer us that way by getting us both to be working and you can take over our offsprings, our children, and then just divide the family. And the other part is we are beautiful women. We are creators. We can women, us ekupitar women. I don't like to say black. We can have all kinds of babies. We can have light-skinned babies, brown-skinned babies, dark-skinned babies. We can have albino babies. And I think that we're the only women who have that DNA that can produce all of those nations out of one body. Other women cannot do that. So it's always to downplay you, downplay us as a nation and the greatness that we have. We are great people. And so distract us from who we are, our greatness. Distract the family, distract us, break it all apart, divide and conquer, feminine movement. Who's the best? Who's making more money? Getting the man out the house. Now the woman is operating in her masculinity more than her femininity. Men are always fighting the women, attacking the women all the time. And then you don't know what to do because you can't fight him. You can't fight him with your fists. And you're wondering, why the man attacking me? Why are you attacking me? I'm the woman. I carry your babies. So we need the men to operate in more in their masculine energy so we can operate more in our feminine energy. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's the truth. And I'm going to stop right there. And I'll make another video, like a part 2 about this. Anyway, I hope that this could be some answers to some of the questions that some of you have. All right. So remember that Go Gang 7, we are family, tribe, clan. We're above all, unlimited. The sky is not even a limit. We're above, like, there's no limits to what we can do. We're unstoppable. So let's go for it. Peace out.